Hi everyone. So today we'll be discussing on LeetCode problem number 31, which is finding the next permutation. First of all, we will understand the problem and we will understand how to attack this problem. As we mentioned, like we won't be discussing how to code here. I will share my GitHub link in the description below. So to understand it, suppose first of all, we have some numbers like 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. So we have to find out the next bigger number which comes through permutation. So there would be a lot of permutations and there we can get a lot of bigger numbers. I mean, but we are only interested to find out the next bigger number, just next bigger number. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, if we just see here, like if we see, like, if we just change 3 and 2, so it would be like 1, 2, 3, 3, 2. That is going to be a bigger number, right? Now, for example number 2, for an example like 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, we have something like that. So here actually the bigger number would be like it cannot change between 2 and 3. You cannot change between 2 and 4 or 3 and 4. You need to change over here, right? So these are the things which you need to make decision. I mean, whenever we are attacking this problem, we find out a pattern. So what could be the pattern? First of all, okay, let's take an example. Like I have a number. Let me write a number like this: 1, 2, 5, 4, 3, and okay, let's take this number. Now the question is, this number, if we think this is a number, but it comes as an array here, array of numbers. But altogether, it's a number, right? So if we see properly, I mean, whenever it is presented as a number, the left portion is higher weightage. Then it got a lower weightage than this one. 2 got a lower weightage than this one. In this way, actually the weightage gets decreases. So weightage means what? Suppose we have a number 123. So how we represent this number? We can represent this 10 to the power 3 into 1 plus 10 square into 2, right? Plus, sorry, I just made a mistake. 10 to the power 1 plus 2, and then 10 to the power 0 plus 3. So in this way it can go. So if you think, now we are given what? We are given that just these digits, right? Nothing else. So we are missing actually these things. So this is kind of a weightage, you can say, right? 10 to the power 0, 10 to the power 1, and 10 to the power 2 would be corresponding weightage array for this number, right? Now, whenever we are saying like we need to achieve a result and the result is just bigger number of this, then we need to consider that this weightage is somewhere lying behind, right? We have to consider this weightage. Now, how we consider it? Very simple. First of all, the rule is like we can see, like the more we go from right to left, if we go from right to left, then the weightage will be increased, right? It would be increased. So changing more on the side of left side would create a problem. Rather, it would be nice to change if we can make any changes on the right side. So that is why, actually, that is why we would be always interested to make changes on the part when we'll be reading from right to left. So now the question is, this is 3, 4, 5, and if we just go from here to here, we can see like there are 3 steps. There are very 3 easy steps. First, we will check that this digit is lesser than this or not. Yes, it is lesser than this. that means there won't be any problem. Now this digit, the second one, 4 is lesser than 5 or not? Yes, 4 is lesser than 5. That means it doesn't create any problem. It won't create any problem. The problem will be created when we got something here. We got something where we actually breaking the law. The law is nothing but when we are going from right to left, we have to make sure that we are in right to left. I'm repeating it, right to left. If we go from right to left, it should be in ascending order, right? It should be in ascending order, 3, 4, 5. I'm not going from this left to right, right? Left to right, right? 3, 4, 5. So this is actually in ascending order. 3 is lesser than 4, or 4 is greater than 3, 5 is greater than 4. So we don't have any problem. The problem will come when this rule gets break, when this rule gets broken. So 5 is greater than 2. That means, which is where we can think about. So now where to change, where to make that change to get the next permutation. To know that properly, we have to understand like this rules has been maintained or not. So this first what we in the step number 1, what we will decide where to change, where to change. So this is the area where we need to change. This is the index where we need to change. Okay, fine. Now to whom I need to change, to whom I need to swap. That is very important and interesting thing. Now, if I make change a swap between 15243, then it's definitely a greater number which comes uh, after doing permutation. But the point is, this is not the just greater number which we are looking for. Why? Because 5 is not just the immediate bigger number of 2. There are numbers which is immediate bigger number. Now, how we'll get that immediate bigger number? To know that, we need to go for step number 2, which is an intermediate arrangement, you can say. What we will do tactically, we will put 1, 2. We know that after 2 means 2 is going to be changed for sure. Now we have to make sure like we are doing in a right way, because we are going to achieve the just next bigger number. So we have to say like what we can, if we do just, if we just rearrange this, how will it look like? For example, we just change the position between 5 and 3. So 3, 4 and 5. So this is my intermediate number, and now I am changing in the step 3. I'm swapping between my index where actually I need to make change. So 1, 3, 2, and then am I, yeah, 1, 3, 2, and then 4, 5. So this is going to be my final result. So now if we can apply here, it is for another, taken another example. Suppose you have something like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. You can say like, okay, if I have big number like this, and if I have something different over here, will I care? Do I need to care? No, I don't need to care, because this got higher weightage. This got higher weightage means what? Higher weightage means if we made any changes, that will create a huge impact to my result. That won't create anything which is going to be an immediate bigger number. If we want to make something immediate bigger number, then we have to make some changes which got lower weightage. And that lower weightage will be, the concentration of lower weightage would be in the majorly on the right side. That we know from this array of weightage, right? We can conclude here, we can conclude that from the weightage array, right? So if we go from this, 2 is bigger than 4, step number 1, where actually we are trying to determine where we need to make the change. 2 is greater than 4. 2 is lesser than 4. Yes, it is lesser than 4. 4 is lesser than 3. We are breaking the rule. No, this is not true. So actually here we need to bring the changes. We understood that, right? So we forgot about this part. Now here we actually in the second step, what we mentioned, that here we have to see like, is this in ascending order? Because this makes sense, because if we made some changes of here, suppose this is something and then you got 2 4 3, will it be their immediate number? No, because you have to make changes in this here also. Here you have to make changes because you have a scope for change. So that's why what we can do in the second step, we will take this number as it is and then 3 as it is, and then we will do 2 and 4, right? And then in the final step, step number 3, what we will do, we will make a swap between these two numbers. So it would be 2 3 4, right? Thank you so much, and hope you guys enjoyed this session. I will share my GitHub link in the description.